Okay, let's take a look at the online reporting capabilities on a printable typical store. We're going to go into our Rico store. Happens to be one of the online catalogs or stores. I'll log in as an average user with a password, and this allows a preview of the report tab, which is one of the um, reporting mechanisms that are available to a user. Again, more of an administrator than a casual user. When you click on the tab, you see that there are two different ways to display the reports. One of them is a chart view, and another is a reporting view. So in this case, we're going to just take a brief look at the way that the charts work. For example, if you want to see how or who accesses the system in a certain amount of days, there are some pre-filtered usages here. Let's say if we want to see who the top 5 users are in the last 30 days, this builds a visual graphic and a table representation of that result. We can go in and we can actually check any of these items. For example, assets usage by type. If we had that program, we can customize each product to show up in this visual preview or not. So that's something that we build as we build the online store. So there are many different previews with different results for this particular visual preview. There's also a standard reporting tab, and you'll notice that there are different types of reports that are listed. You can choose a report. Once you click on the report, the actual modify columns to the right will appear with different headings. So in this case, if we click on the product catalog, we'll see that there are headers that are associated with that particular report. We can select or deselect each heading, and we can sort on a particular heading. So in this case, if we want to see this particular report, if we want to get a read of the product catalog, so in other words, show us whatever inventory is in that product, showing us the product name, the description, the SKUs, the SKU description, etc. And we want to do it from, let's say, the beginning of this particular month to today. All we have to do is click on that From tab, little calendar, choose the date range that we want to filter by, and basically run the report. So it's going to come in a tabular format, and that tabular format, once it's run, it shows you the process. This gives you all the readouts, and once we see them on screen, we can actually export them. And the export command has several different options. We can actually export that particular report to an Excel file. We can use a previous version of Excel, or we can go to a more current version of Excel, whatever we want. We can create a comma delimited file as well, which sorts by either comma or tab or a pipe. So once we choose our format, we see that the report is actually run, and what we see here is in the results is the online report. We're just going to drag it into position here and expand it a little bit. So this gives us the option to actually do further massaging of that particular report. Once we have what we want, then we simply save it back out and then forward it in either an email or otherwise to the accounting department or whoever's interested in analyzing this particular report. So back to the standard, we have different reports. Again, when you click on the report itself, there are different columns that will appear or disappear depending on what that report has to offer. So we can look at transactions, we can use user budgets, we can filter by a bunch of different ways, and use different filter dates to actually create these reports. So the reporting capabilities are very, very powerful.